What's up? What's up is I forgot to take the shutter off of my camera. So yeah, how is everyone? I have a little bit too much energy tonight. I think maybe I had a little too much caffeine today. The ceiling is up. The ceiling is up. Are you kidding? I tested the out of this yesterday and everything was happy. And now it's not happy. I am going to throw this PreSonus out the window. Yeah. Maybe we fix this real quick. $30 Sound Blaster. Let's try that. Are we back? We're back. Bring the gain up just a tad so I'm back where I want to be level-wise. It's ridiculous where this thing, the level from this. It's so ridiculous. Phone audio line, USB audio. Device properties. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1.5. Somewhere in here, about where we want to be. If I crank this up to where Windows doesn't want me to put it, but I'm gonna get it there. Dagnabbit. Up to C64. Good. That is of course where we want to be. Is sounding almost as good as a Commodore 64, despite all of the hardware, right? $150 prosumer audio interface beaten by $30 USB Sound Blaster. Moral of the story, don't ever buy expensive equipment to stream with. Yeah, that totally scans. How is everyone doing tonight? Yeah, that PreSonus just, like, I tested it perfectly fine over the weekend. I got it clean. I plugged it directly in, no USB hubs involved. It was like, yeah, I'm good. As soon as I start streaming, nah, I don't feel like working right. Thing accomplished. Good. Oh, I wish I felt accomplished. I have accomplished getting the stream going. That's about the sum total of it. And I mailed an Atari. Really expensive, tough to use, bad quality, 4 stars. Yeah, pretty much. At least, well, you know, Atari quality, have like 1 million viewers. Nah. But yeah, we're gonna do some more demos. So I showed off a little bit of the Power Mac before. Sorry, it looks like I'm peaking just a tad, so I'm gonna adjust a bit. I'm using multimeter. Yes, multimeter lessons were had, and yes, Lady Ailuros has herself a 486, and this is very cool. So she's been setting that up. I've been looking around, scavenging parts for some things. So I think there's going to be a Sound Bastard and a CMOS battery on the way. So that's good. And then y'all can look out for her to be streaming some Ultima, like whenever, because I have no idea of her timetable and I'm not going to speak for her. But yeah, actually, if someone could give a shout out there, that's right, got to finish Mario. If someone could throw a shout out to Lady Ailuros, that would be awesome. While we're setting up the things here. Yeah, but we are in Macland tonight. 4650 megahertz. That is nice. That's the same thing I picked up in at Boatfest.
Did she just parry him?
Ah, Nox Archaist. There will be more Nox Archaist in the future, I understand. In the spring, indeed. Do a Doom deathmatch run? No. I almost said meth match. Doom meth match. But yeah, so I showed off a little bit, but I spent some time with it. I replaced the optical drive. I've got it working. Lady Ailuros actually gave me a lot of help on this Mac, 'cause I had no idea what I'm up to with it. And finally, we have it in all of its glory. We're ready for it? Here we are. In all of its glory, the mirrored drive doors. Look at the things, they're so shiny. I love it. Coming for you. CD tray coming for you. It's like, I can see my freaking reflection in this. That's how shiny it is. So this is a PowerMac G4 mirrored drive door FireWire 800 version. There's like 6 different versions of this blasted thing. Hey Justin, how you doing? You always wanted one of these? I did not necessarily want one of these, but I got one anyway. And it's been cool to play with. It has been cool to play with. Not gonna lie, I was not expecting to have a lot of nostalgia for Macs, and then I installed the OS and I was just like, oh man, this takes me back. And it turns out that I actually do have a fair amount of nostalgia for old Macs. You'll have your G4 MDD 1250. That's what this one is. There were 2 versions of it though. There was the FireWire 400 version and the FireWire 800 version. The 800 version, which is what this is, and I'm sorry I cannot get it in camera. There's just no way. I tried above it. Eventually I just figured I'll just come straight on. What the heck? Show off the shiny. The FireWire 800 version, it turns out, is only designed for macOS 10. So it was not designed. That was the point where they dropped macOS 9. And I was sad, but then I did a little messing around, and we will get to that. But here we are, in all of its glory. And yes, you have been listening to BGM courtesy of the, whoops, this was supposed to go under the main camera, like that. Stupid OBS. So yeah, I'm just like playing my BGM in iTunes tonight. It's like it's frickin' 2005 or something. And I left it just like it came up, all the default icons on the dock. You know, I was just like, oh yeah, okay, this actually was kind of cool back then, when OS 10 came out, and just like rocked the Mac world. So that was cool. iTunes when it was sane, yeah. This was So this is running 10.3, which is Panther, I think maybe is the code cat for this one. I remember when they used cats. 10.3 point latest, I think it's 9. And that's because that's the latest thing I could get running on this machine. The most lickable UI. Nice. Mountain Lion is when they stop. Yeah, okay. It is a lickable UI though, isn't it? Look at that. Look at that shiny brushed metal everywhere. So candy-like. Several old iTunes version of Mac Minis. Put things on your old iPads. 10.9 was the first California one. Okay, cool. But yeah, so turns out I was just like, oh yeah, this is kind of cool. What I'm going to do with it? Well, there are plenty of games for it, but I was just like, first thing I got to do on this thing is run some demos. Are we kidding? Because I am me. And demos are like why I collect all of these blasted machines. Sorry, I'm a little bit tangled up in my headphone cord tonight. So I figured, what the heck, we'll dump into it. I've got, we'll minimize the iTuneage. There is a big demo scene for PowerPC Mac, actually. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't get all of these demos running, and there were 9 pages on Poet about PPC Mac demos. And I downloaded, some of the top-rated ones. Unfortunately, a lot of them seem to want, I'm guessing, 10.4, but I've still managed to get a pretty good number of demos ready to show off tonight. Specs on this one, it's a 1.25 gigahertz dual G4. This particular machine, look what we can do here. We can go about this Mac. It's got half a gig of RAM, half a gigabyte. Like, when's the last time you used a computer with half a gigabyte? And this was usable. This was totally usable. I should be able to run an upgrade to 10.4, and in fact, I did run an upgrade to 10.4, and I could never get the upgrade started. And I think it is because what I have done to this machine. Because one of the things that I have done to this machine is a thing that you're not supposed to be able to do. So it has Classic installed, but I can up the ante one above Classic. This machine is now capable of booting OS 9. And the hack involves basically installing the FireWire 400 version of the firmware on this machine. Because it's a pretty arbitrary thing that Mac was just like, nah, we don't want you to run 9. But someone has managed to extract the firmware blobs and get it to where you can program it. And I did, and now it will boot 9. However, I'm afraid that in the process of doing that, I might have locked myself out of 10.4. I'm not sure. Maybe someone else more cleverer than me could get it running. That's entirely likely because my cleverness with Macs is actually exceedingly small. Can I put it back to the OG firmware? So, turns out, no. Turns out I cannot. Nice little thing, right? It's right there on the website. It's just like, this mod is irreversible because no one has ever dumped the firmware for this machine and Apple never released it. Dumbass me did not heed that warning or didn't pay attention to it or didn't see it. I was just like, I want 9. I want 9. Because I didn't think I was going to enjoy playing with macOS 10 at all. I was just like, I just want an OS 9 machine to run some classic stuff. And then I get into it, I'm like, no, actually 10 is fun. I should have, yeah. These have the 802.11b card. It does. It has a Wi-Fi card. It's installed like up right about here inside the machine. I haven't gotten it working with the OS yet. Another Mac for 10.4. No, I think actually what I need are fewer Macs. I have exactly 1 Mac, and I figure I'm going to play with this for like a month, and then probably pass it on. I'm much more into passing on machines that I'm not using actively. I just today mailed off the 1040 STF that I had, now that I have the STE running, because I don't need two STs. I've got too many machines. I've got over 40 machines. I cannot just keep hoarding them. Plus, this thing is physically large. Plus, it gives off heat like crazy. It's already gone. Looking at the little temperature thing above my monitor, it's already gone from 78 up to 80 in this room right now. I can feel it in my pits. So it is a beast. But we're gonna play with it anyway. So check this out. We're gonna reboot into macOS 9 now. Because actually, the first demo I want to run tonight is a macOS 9 demo. Yeah, the G5 was just a crazy heat machine. And this thing's ramping up the fans right now too. Did you all hear the sounds? Because I didn't hear the sounds, because I think OBS likes to mess with my audio a lot. And I have to come in here and turn the monitoring on and off for some stupid reason. Knows when you worked at UPS back in the day, it was so heavy. Yeah, this thing is ridiculously heavy. It really is. It must weigh 30 pounds. No joke. But here we are. This machine running OS 9 like it was designed to do that or something. So yeah, all the good stuff. This is an image that I got from macOS 9 Lives. It's a special CD just for these unsupported machines. It contains the weird drivers that you need for them in order to run under OS 9. And it comes really nicely set up. I mean, I guess I could have run iTunes in OS 9, right? That would be fun. Assuming it's going to work. Are you doing anything? I thought, I silly thought that when I clicked open iTunes, that it would open iTunes. The duck quack every time you want to turn up the volume. Yeah. Where's our control panel? I can't actually see the Apple menu on my preview monitor because of how bad it overscans. But yeah, we got the sounds, right? The alerts. Where are we at? I don't see the quack. What was the quack called? Chew toy. What's that? God, I'm still not hearing anything. So annoying. I'm just going to switch over to monitoring live instead. Get rid of it at this point? I don't know. These are not all the sounds I remember either. Like Indigo I totally remember though, right? But Logjam? Nah, never heard that sucker. You know, like the infamous Sosumi.
Uh-oh.
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 Silly sounds. Started on OS 7. My Mac experience, mostly it was my dad's Quadra at the office, which was running who knows what, 8 something probably. Maybe not. Maybe I don't know if 8 would run on a 68K or not actually. Then, you know, yeah, Mac Classics at school, Power Macs later in college, because they were around. I didn't have one, but they were all around. They were in the labs and stuff. So I had 2 OS 9 demos, but it turns out this one doesn't really want to run. Well, it runs, but there's no video, and that is not super exciting. Ian, thank you so much for the subscription, dude. I appreciate it. 2-month sub. Thank you so much. But yeah, so let's jump right into this. Now I have to get my filters up here because there's some weird stuff. So video solution, I have a new device. It's an Extron RGB HDMI 300A, which so far is doing the best job of any of the VGA to HDMI converters that I've managed to get my hands on. But it's a very pro device. I use these things at work, and it's automatically configured, and it handles EDID correctly. So it's actually sending the EDID to the Mac of the output resolution. Unfortunately, that is causing the Mac to say, I can't reduce the display resolution. So I can go up, but I can't go down. And some of these demos do not really actually want to run at 1024 by 768. So instead, I'm going to have to fake it in OBS so y'all don't see the demo in a little tiny window in the corner. So we're gonna put this thing into demo mode and fire up Macro Strange. This is Extron is great stuff. I paid a little more than I really wanted to for this Extron RGB HDMI, but it's quite good. I mean, just the little on-screen menu here for all the configuration, all the things you can do it. And there's no OSD unless you want it, so it's not like that stupid SCART box that I have that's always throwing its OSD up. Highly recommend it. You're gonna pay about 80 to $100 for them on Fleabay right now. But if you do this a lot, which I do, totally worth it. But I need to get the software, I need to get a serial cable made up so I can configure the EDID correctly so that I can switch devices into 800 by 600 low mode. Anyway, we're gonna zip into a little corner of the window and run Macro Strange. This is by HowJob. It's actually a port. Mac got a lot of ports of demos for other platforms. It didn't have a lot of super like native demos, but a lot of things were ported to it. And so I was very surprised to see that this one was ported to OS 9. So here we go. Yeah, run demo. Macro Strange by Howjob. The original demo, let's see. This one, it was ported in 2000. The original demo was called Micro Strange. Well, also came out. So it was released at Mecha Symposium 2000. Second place rank. Let's see. I'm not sure it wants to give me my video back. So might have to power cycle the machine. Good times. Which is fine because we want to boot back into 10 anyway. This is the only demo I have that runs on 9. But anyway, that is the OS 9 demo. Yeah, definitely accelerated. So I'm watching it on my little preview monitor here, and it is super smooth. I'm only broadcasting in 30 frames, but in this like quad little bottom right corner of my monitor, it is super strange. Yeah, rebooting OS 9. Micro Strange is a very good demo. It made it onto Mind Candy on the PC version. And there's some pretty good commentary about it there. Let's see, I can get rid of my zoom in mode. Get out of that. So yep, we'll boot back into Mac OS X for the rest of the show. Entropy increasing by Krat. Never heard of it. It sounds like it's just lost. Wow, that's a bummer. I hate it when stuff like that happens. Yeah, it takes a while for this. I think maybe it's like trying to contact NetBoot servers right now, and I don't have it plugged into the Ethernet. So here we go, back to Mac OS X. The shiny drive doors. I really have no idea why they decided to put a freaking mirror finish on the drive doors, but okay. This is one of those Macs that really, I feel, shows off the form over function design that Mac got obsessed with around this time. Like there's no manual eject button for the CD tray. All my screwing around with this thing, I kept reaching in with a little pin to poke the eject mechanism so I could open the stupid drive door. I did actually have to, I don't know if I mentioned it, I did have to replace the optical drive on this one. This one came with the Super Drive, which was the DVD drive, and I've actually replaced it now with a DVD dual layer writer. Yeah, the mouse button on boot to eject, but that only works on boot. And the keyboard had a dedicated eject key, which used to work everywhere, but like when I'm in that boot prompt, I got no way to eject the drive. F12 doesn't work there. F12 works on my PC keyboard. I said F12 works on my PC. See? Mac. In some cases, pressing F12 on the keyboard will cause the... Oh, you have to press and hold. Oh, okay. Anyway. But enough of my ranting about designs of Macs. It is a cool looking machine, and it plays some cool demos. So, speaking of ports, the last one was a port from Windows. This one was a port from the iPod. Someone wrote this. They claimed this is the first demo for the iPod. And so, of course, they made a Mac version. And it runs on a little iPod-sized window. And it's funky. And we will take a look at it. Yeah, this is a cool little demo. So this is by Hui Program, which you may or may not know. That is, they did. I know them mostly from the Spectrum scene, including Gasman, the infamous Spectrum musician and coder. He's listed as code and graphics credits on this one, although the music credit goes to Yurzmi. Interestingly, not Gasman. Yep, okay, there we go. Podfather by Hui Program. And can I get it to quit? I might not be able to get it to quit. So yeah, tiny little iPod-sized window, but that's okay. We can Command-Option Escape and force quit. Look at this. Preemptive multitasking. It's pretty wow. All right, so in order to keep these things more or less straight in my head, I'm just basically going to sort them by thumbs up on Poet and just go down them. So the next one is another port. This demo called Veriform got ported to several platforms, Windows, Mac, Linux. All sorts of awards, all sorts of hearts. This is 2002 by the group Coolers. Let's see, where was this placed? This was third in the combined demo at Assembly 2002. Remember Assembly? Remember when Assembly was a demo party? Anyway, Veriform by Coolers. Maybe. They're formed by coolers. Again, Assembly 2002, third place combined demo. Hey, Anthony Roberts, thank you for the hitch. Thank you for the hitch willies. The hitch willies? Hitch willies. Welcome to the stream. All right, next up down the list. So this one is actually a... So I realize now that even when the demo tries to switch modes, the Mac is just completely not letting it because it thinks the display can't handle it. So I tried to compensate with the filter there. Sorry, if that happens again, I'll just have to keep up with it because, like I said, the EDID that this Extron's putting out tells the Mac don't go into 800 by 600. Annoying, but live with it for tonight. All right, so the next one, this was originally a 4K. It's a little more than 4K on the Mac, I think, just because of all the Mac overhead. So it's 12K. This is Yellow Rose of Texas by Fit and Bandwagon. August 2003, Assembly 2003, took first place in the 4K demo competition. Yellow Rose of Texas by Fit and Bandwagon, 2003, Assembly 2003, first place combined 4K. Yeah, that is a pretty decent 4K. This is, 2003 is very early days for the 4Ks. 4K was still one of those things that was like really hard, not like today where 4Ks are freaking whole productions. I really enjoyed the size limited demos. It's one of the more interesting things. Like to this day, some of my favorite demo scene productions are 64Ks and 4Ks. The one by Conspiracy, Clean Slate, was released a couple of years ago. Super nice. Seemed to stop a bit suddenly. Yeah, 4Ks often do that. They run out of space, and so it's just like, all right, demo's over. Yeah. Do this in Director. There were a lot of tools to do stuff like this on the Mac. I think the Mac really found its place in stuff like this as just a stupid powerful OpenGL machine, because at the time the G4 and then later on the G5, they were very impressive processors. At my old job, just pure floating point performance. The astronomical data reduction software was ported very quickly to the G4 and the G5 just because it was an redonkulously powerful chip. And so coupled with a decent video card, I think this one's got a Radeon 9000 Pro in it. Okay, nothing to sneeze at in 2003, I suppose, or 2002. Maybe it was a little old by 2003. I don't know. But yeah, they just got really powerful OpenGL machines, and so demo coders could really push some pixels with them. But okay, that was Yellow Rose of Texas. I don't think I got Digital Garden to work. It's not in my list of working demos. Nope. So we will move on to the demo that is probably going to get me a copyright strike. But I kind of don't care. It was Assembly 2001. And this thing got ported to freaking everything. It's got a Dreamcast port. I've got a couple of demo capable consoles now. One of these days I'm going to get together and put together a console demo show. Between the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, Dreamcast, there are some actually pretty good console demos out there. But this is DOS 2 by MFX. People will probably, it's entirely possible that people will recognize either, probably the spoken lyrics. They're totally ripped, which is why I would be shocked if I don't get a copyright strike for this one or get muted or something. But it's really interesting. It was ported to so many things because this is an unaccelerated demo. This is just flat out vector. It's all vector work in this one. Line drawings and stuff, coupled with some pretty decent music by let me not quote this right. By Little Bitchard. Yeah, console demos are cool. All right, here we are. DOS 2 by MFX.
One day I'm going to Malta to bigger hotel. In the morning I go down to eat a breakfast. I tell the waitress I want 2 pieces of toast. She brings me only 1 piece. I tell her I want 2 pieces. She say go to the toilet. I say you don't understand, I want to do piss on my plate. She say you better no piss on the plate, you son of a bitch. I don't even know the lady and she calling me a son of a bitch. Later, I go to eat at the bigger restaurant. The waitress brings me a spoon and a knife, but no fork. I tell her I want the fork. She telling me everyone he want a fork. I tell her you don't understand, I want a fork on the table. She say you better not fork on the table, you son of a bitch. I don't even know the lady and she calling me a son of a bitch. So I go back to my room in a hotel, and there is no sheets on the bed. Call the manager and tell him I want a sheet. He tell me to go to the toilet. I say you don't understand, I want a sheet on my bed. He say you better not sheet on my bed, you son of a bitch. I go to the checkout and the man at the desk say peace on you. I say peace on you too, you son of a bitch. I'm going back to Italia. Arrivederci.
Dose 2 by MFX. Yeah. I forgot that this one had that crazy stuff. There are a couple of demos that have pretty crazy flashy stuff. One of them I think I actually just cut from the list because I think it wasn't worth it. But some of them I forgot, and I really should be putting warnings out there for this sort of stuff. I apologize. I can't think of the other ones that do that. I really need to include that on my list. But okay, that was Dose 2, 2D unaccelerated demo. If you look at the demo, if you look at the data in the demo file, it's actually just all vector files. I think it's basically SVGs. So they can scale and move the art like that. I think it was pretty cool what they were able to do. Let's see. The next few I really wanted to run, but I couldn't get running. So I think Cardiogram was the next. Yeah, that's the next one. Seems to be on my list. This was a Windows and Mac demo. Another very different style here. Black and white line drawing, grayscale line drawing. And really good soundtrack. This one was March 2005. This was a 64K released for Breakpoint 2005. Probably a little more than 64K here. Yeah, 2 megabytes on disk because of the Mac overhead. Hey, Commodore Chronicles, how are you? We're watching some demos on a Power Mac G4 here tonight. So this is Cardiogram by Bypass. I think maybe I ran some of their demos on my Windows demo night. So 5th place, PC 64K, Breakpoint 2005. This is the Mac port. Echocardiogram by bypass. Again, 2005, Breakpoint 2005, 64K, took 5th place. Originally a Windows 64, here it's a 2 meg Mac port. But it's cool that the Mac got ports. And this is just generally what I found about the demos that were released for the Mac around this time period, is they were generally ports of Windows demos, because people were realizing that a lot of people were running Macs, and hey, the Macs could actually do demos. Imagine that. I'll try to point out the ones that were more or less exclusively Mac. This next demo is not that. This is another port from Windows, but I first found it on Mac. This is back when I was running Mac at my job. This one was released at the Ultimate Meeting 2004. It was a 2nd place PC 64K. This is Page Turner by Black Maiden. Another, well, I don't know if another, actually, I don't think I've showed a demo quite like this yet tonight. OpenGL accelerated, but in that style of geometric, scaled, cell-shaded, flat shading stuff that became really popular for a while. I think it really got people's attention because it was the style used in Jet Grind Radio, which is a game that I loved on the Dreamcast back when I could still play it. My motion sickness kind of prevents me from playing it right now. But it seems like what I saw, when I saw that come out, after that, it seems like I saw it everywhere, and everyone was using those sort of techniques. But this is, I think, a really good example of it. Again, Page Turner by Black Maiden. Nope. We will be rebooting, because this is most definitely not how this demo is supposed to run. That was really messed up. Really messed up. Let's try this again. I have run too many demos without rebooting the machine. No, that was not. I saw that flickering there in the title screen. I was just like, it does some effects right there. And that title screen, but I was just like, I'm not quite sure this is right. And then those first graphics just freaked the heck out. And I'm like, nope. Nope. Oh, come on. You're killing me. This machine does this sometimes. When it crashes, it will reboot into OS 9. And I don't know why. The fans are just running flat out on this machine right now. It is pumping out the heat. It's up to 82 in my room here. Started off at 78, so 4 degrees of Power Mac so far. So let's see if we can back to the startup disk, Mac OS X, and reboot. Would have been Windows 98 when it locked up. No. All right, we will give this another try. Not bad. We got through 5 or 6 demos before our first crash. Not counting the crash that I knew would happen in macOS 9 after MicroStrage. I think there's another demo that also semi-crashes the video after it exits. Can't remember which one it was. We'll see. Basically, everything is corrupted except like you can see the icon, and then when you click on things, it gradually restores. So let's give this a shot one more time with Page Turner. I swear this was working. I wonder if my machine is overheating. It's kind of funny. It has all these fairly smooth, choreographed shape movements in the demo, and now it's just like, yeah, absolute glitch art, totally. Well, rather than terminate it abnormally again, I'm just gonna let it play out because it's a short demo anyway. It's only a 64K. Oh boy. Yep. Okay, well, that was supposed to have been Page Turner by Black Maiden from the Ultimate Meeting 2004. What it actually was craziness. All right. Fit 039 Boy by Fitcher. So this was a demo that I almost didn't run because of the content. Sometime, oh, are we super crashed? I don't know. Let's go back here. No, it just restored. It restored it without my stack. Okay. Again, a port of a demo that made it to a whole bunch of different platforms. This one is, I think, what's going on here. This is another one of those demos that's political commentary, and I think it's criticism of misogyny. I hope so. That's the way I'm going to take it. But I'm going to show it anyway because it's an interesting demo and what they did with more 2D style. It's from it's a relatively late demo for the Mac. It's 2008 from a party that I've never heard of called Icons, but it took first place in the combined demo. And the group Fit, I have well, no, it's we saw a demo from them, Fit and Bandwagon, earlier. So anyway, here it is for what it is. Good evening, Retro Hitch. How are you? We're about to launch into a demo, watching some stuff on the Power Mac G4 tonight.
That's wrong. Let me show you again. You use this control, get your focus, see? Or this one here in the right-hand corner, to lock the sweep. Give her to somebody else. I ask for a man. We don't have a man with her qualifications. There is the man. What's wrong with her? She's a woman, isn't she? Oh, wait a minute. You got a lot of women in your department. What's wrong with one more? Did you ever hear of the straw that broke the camel's back? They're good workers. Accurate, quick to catch mistakes. Yeah, but that comes out of books. I work with them, mister. I know what happened. Give her to somebody else. I ask for a man. Give her to somebody else. I ask for a man. What does happen?
Boy by Fit. So you can probably guess why I wasn't really sure if I wanted to run this. I think it is a really good demo. I'm taking this as criticism on capitalism and misogyny and all that sort of stuff, because that absolutely needs criticizing. And if you're doing it in a demo, I'm way behind that. So 2008 at the Icons party, which again I've never even heard of. So let's see. Next chronologically was Podfather, but I think I've already run that. I gotta catch up to the rest of the demos. I was a bit limited in what I could run on this machine, but I really liked what they did with a lot of the 2D work in that demo. 2008 was late to be doing a demo that's primarily 2D, and I thought that was a nice choice. You dreamt you were a butterfly. Nice. I see what you've done there. So the next one would be another demo by Fit and Bandwagon. This is Chrysler. A bit of a weird demo. This one, black and white, like straight up black and white, and released at the Motorola Inside 2004 party. It was originally an Amiga demo, and it took first place in the Amiga demo at Motorola Inside, and then it was ported to another Motorola machine. Let's see, when did the port come out? It's unclear when the ports came out, if they came out quickly or long after, I don't know. But anyway, Chrysler by Fit and Bandwagon. Nope. Again. That's right. I remember now. This one I have to run in a window. The full screen one wants to change modes, and again, this Mac won't let it. Chrysler by Fit and Bandwagon. Like I said, Amiga demo ported to the Mac. Definitely feels like an Amiga demo, but you know, more interesting styles in the 1-bit like that. I like demos that think outside the box a little bit. Not my favorite demo. I would not watch that one on a regular basis, but it's kind of cool to see what's going on in the scene. Now let's see if I can find the next one on the list. I should have made a checklist. Let's see, Aftermath, not run. Alien Invasion. Alien Invasion is a nice music disc that I wanted to run, but could not. And so we have come to Hex Pistols, another one that I believe was originally an Amiga. I think this was a 060 demo, although I don't know why. But it was released at Motorola Inside 2005, took first place. Amiga demo, but this is another demo that I remember finding on the Mac back in the day that I was running Macs, and I didn't realize that it was an Amiga demo at the time. I didn't pay too much attention. Kind of curious. Yeah, a lot of probably a lot of vector stuff in this one too. Let's see. Did I say who this one was by? It's another one by Fit. Another one by Fit. It's big Fit night. All right. Ah, you're kidding me. All right, windowed it is. Hex Pistols by Fit. Motorola Inside 2005, first place Amiga demo. Originally Amiga AGA, although lots of comments on Poet about why the heck does this thing need AGA? But yeah, seems to be during the time when a bunch of these demos were just ported to everything under the sun. On this one, it was ported to BIOS, Linux, MS-DOS, Windows, Amiga PowerPC with RTG, Falcon 030, Mac OS PPC, Dreamcast, again, Acorn, the Game Park GP32, the PSP, PlayStation Portable, FreeBSD, Solaris, the Nintendo Wii, SGI, IRIX, just like everything we can port this thing to, probably all SDL ports. So maybe a console demo night might see some of these again. I hope not to replay too many demos. All right. Yeah, I don't really know what it wasn't ported to. Although I guess the one obvious thing, well, no, it was ported to Windows, never mind. Yeah, it's just ported to freaking everything. So, all right, back to the actual accelerated demos. We're going to do another 64K. This one was from Breakpoint 2006. Took 6th place in the PC 64K. Not an astounding demo, but it's one that I've known about for a while because I really dig the music. The music is one of the ones that I've got in my collection that I listen to, actually, fairly often. Nope, we already did Page Turner. This one is Be Your Own Pet by Bypass. Be Your Own Pet by Bypass. Very chill demo. Actually, right now I'm very glad to have that chill demo after some of the other ones that I've been showing off. This playlist isn't really in any particular order. Maybe it should have been. But I'm kind of curious here. It's like, because this is a Mac, I can just come in here and take a look at the resources. Yeah. All right, this was a 64K, and indeed, it packed an XM module. So that's it's tracked music. And yeah, 80 kilobyte module. So in the Windows one, probably this could have been a packed XM, or some of the samples could have been pre-rendered. All right. We're up to 82.5 degrees in the room. It's about a half hour left. I think I'll make it. I think which demos I've been through already. It's Full of Stars I have not done. This is another sort of chill but very like ambient noise demo. Might run that. I'm trying to think what else, what other demos have yet to run. Oh, right. This is one I think I actually have to launch from the terminal. Headed off to bed. Night, Antaeus. Thanks for stopping by. I enjoyed having you here. I hope you enjoyed the demos. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the one I have to launch manually. So it's another relatively small demo, as you can see right here with tracked music. Let's see, it's full of stars. This one was by, I'm not actually seeing it on my list. I wonder if it's like much further down the list. I bet it is. Yeah, 2006, 64K, second place at If Party. So this is by Traction, which did a lot of demos sort of like this, very experimental stuff, a lot of line work, low color, although this one is, well, it's low color, there is color. Traction, their main coder, Preacher, has done a bunch of just pure line stuff and, you know, absolute math. This is a little bit of a weird one, but I'm gonna run it anyway because I think it's at least visually attractive, if not sonically. It's Full of Stars by Traction. IF Party 2006, second place, combined 64K competition. Yeah, Mr. Cola said it right there. About as melodic as an air conditioner. Obviously, that's an artistic choice, but I personally would love to see this with a chill sort of electronic soundtrack to it. But as it is, I mean, it really reminds me of a lot of the scenes in Star Trek Motion Picture. I think, I mean, I really love the visuals. I love the visuals in that demo. I had to run it even if it sounded like, you know, a broken washing machine. Yeah, that demo is definitely headed into V'ger. All right, what else have we not run? 3Space. We have not run 3Space. It's another 64K. Was released originally on the PC at Breakpoint 2007. We're starting to get into some of the demos that are a little bit more than what my G4 here really wants to handle. But I think it's doing okay. Renders in the early days of CG from 1980s. Yeah, I can totally see that. macOS 6 demos. Not that I found. You missed the macOS 9 demo, though, Curtis. Good to see you, though. Good evening. Yeah. So let's see if I can get 3Space. So this is one I know that is going to semi-crash the machine when it's over. I'll probably just try and power through because I think it just sort of corrupts the video plane. 3Space by Rebels. Yeah, so this is not going well. I have a feeling my poor video card is just melting down under the strain of all these demos and running. When I was testing these things, I had, 20, 30 minutes at a time that I could spend testing them. And it's this machine's been on for over 2 hours now, pumping out the pixels, and I think it is just done for the night, which is a real shame. But yeah, I'm actually trying to look up the credits on this one. They're not listed here, and I don't know if it'll actually show the. So yeah, okay. I'm wrong. It's not Rez, it's Chromag did the music on this one. But yes, very strong Rez vibe, no doubt. Yeah, I wonder what it would do if I like opened up the case here. If I can get some sense of just how murder. Oh yeah, it's a little toasty in there. That's a little toasty. Yeah, I'm on Poet with all these things. I'm just basically using it as my list here. Yeah, this one was a Linux, Windows, Mac PPC, and Mac Intel. Breakpoint 2007. Took third place in the PC 64K. Presumably the full demo is better than this. All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and terminate it. And it crashes out to this. Which it always does. This is not just because of what's going on tonight. It always does this. Let's see. I'll shut it down here for a minute. While I look over my list and see if there was anything else that I really wanted to run. I think the answer is probably going to be not really. I'm not sure I'd actually get it to run anyway, based on how this machine is performing at the moment. Yeah, I think maybe I only had 1 or 2 more on the hard drive that actually did run on this machine. But yeah, PowerPC Mac. So I'm having some fun with it. It's kind of a fun little machine here. Let me see if I can switch over to the. Again, I have no idea why Apple decided this thing needed to be so shiny, but it is just so shiny. And then, yeah, maybe I can move this here. Y'all can say hello to my stream rig while I open this sucker up. Holy cow! Yeah, that's hot. Yeah. Yeah, run some text editors. Let's see if I can make room to actually flop this guy open without dropping off my side of my work table. But yeah, I got the massive chonker heatsink here on these dual G4s. Not a lot of room for the heat to go. It's got this one giant fan here, and I can actually hear it rattling a little, just blowing across this heatsink. But also video card, yeah, that video chip heatsink, and there's no fan on this card heatsink either. Unfortunately, it's just, you know, maybe catching a little bit of wind from stuff in here, but not super great on the cooling, as was the case for a while with a lot of these Macs. But it's kind of nice. It's got a SCSI card in it, which is kind of cool, and plenty of empty PCI slots. Here's the wireless card that, like I said, I don't think I've got working. Oh wait, no, that's not a Wi-Fi card. That's a modem. That's a modem. That's no Wi-Fi card. This is where the Wi-Fi card would go, right there. Yeah, I forgot this. Yeah, it's got the Communications Canada logo on it, and that's a Connexent chip. I bet this is a freaking modem. Wonder if I can get a look at the back of it here. We've got, yep, there it is right there. There's our modem port. Still got a freaking built-in modem. So yeah, fun little machine. La 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 la. throw my camera all around. No, yeah, the battery is not out. You are correct. It will be out soon, though. But it's a little annoying to run these Macs when the battery is completely toast. All right, I'm gonna power it up one last time. I got like 10 minutes before I would typically shut this stream down, so do some fun little camera maneuvers. Ooh, look at that. Get the camera in the shot. I don't know if you can hear it. It just cranked the fans like crazy. Where's my mouse? Come on, give me my mouse. Call the BBS? No, I'm not. I don't even have a pods line. Like, is that meta? It might be. I don't know. Hey, at least we didn't boot to OS 9 this time. All right, literally, actually, I think the last demo I haven't run, Rubber Stamp, I have not run that. I don't know. I'm not going to bother. Looks like it might be trouble. This one I know runs. Nemesis, if I can look up some information on it real quick. Nemesis. See who this is by, because I didn't. The one for Mac. So this is another 64K by XS and Kvasigen, if that's how you say it. I don't know. But it was 2004, The Gathering 2004, took first place in the PC 64K. And we'll see. What kind of video cards in here? I think this machine was equipped with a Radeon 9000 Pro. This is probably the stock config as it was sold, and I looked it up on every Mac. And this would have been the special Mac edition of the Radeon 9000 Pro, I believe. It's all right. One last demo. See if we can get through it. See if our machine cooperates.
The enemies of freedom will do all their power to spread violence and fear. The enemies of freedom will attack those standards.
Okay, now it's actually over. Nemesis by XS and Kvasagen. 2004. Yeah, The Gathering 2004. First place, PC 64K. Again, the Mac port. Just massive OpenGL machine. Yeah, some of the demo actually reminded me, and I was going to look up about this point in demos where the design featured a whole bunch of just 3D fly-throughs, and it's particularly that one with those big blue energy cylinders or whatever. And I was going to look it up. I couldn't remember the name. It was Kasparov by Elite Group. And I didn't realize how early all this stuff started. Kasparov came out in 1999, at the party 1999, December. And then FR08, the product, which came out the next year, just at the party 2000. So that sort of 3D fly-through era of demos. But that is going to do it. This poor Mac needs a rest. I need a rest. It is 82.5 Fahrenheit over there behind my monitor. It's probably like 84 where I'm sitting. Absolute roastage here thanks to these dual G4s. But thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate it. This was a lot of fun. I hope you all enjoyed the demos. I certainly enjoy the demo shows. Going through, picking out demos, and finding some good ones. I don't actually spend enough time watching demos, and so this gives me a good reason to do that. Yeah. Now, the 3D Mark demos is a demo or just part of a benchmark. I think they're demos. I think they qualify as demos. Now, they aren't technically legal for entry into a party because of commercial products, but I mean they're very much in the demo universe. But some of them were cool to watch. 3D Mark 2000 I particularly enjoyed. I think that one was pretty cool. I didn't get big into benchmarks. I never had a machine that was like worth benchmarking. Although I did it, just for the heck of it, and because I knew where these demos came from and the people who created them. You see, I just called them demos with these utilities. They're fun to watch. They're fun computer art. Let's see. Back over to the Twitch dashboard. I really appreciate everyone hanging out with me. This was fun. Let's see if there's anyone online who needs a raid. Zero Page Homebrew. Let's see what Zero Page Homebrew is up to tonight. Homebrew. They've been doing a thing where they are playing through like every 2600 game. Been doing it for a while. They're still in pre-roll. Although the show actually doesn't. Sometimes I end the stream here and it's like they've got 20 minutes of pre-roll left because they do insanely long pre-roll. Well, let's see. Oh, they're not. So they're past that. They're doing a world premiere tonight. What is it? Zoltrix plus Homestar Runner game port and more. That one could be fun. Rexadecimal's playing Digimon. I don't know, where do people feel like going? We've rated Sid Harris. He's streaming, but we've rated him a bunch. Let's see. We go over to Zero Page. We can go over to Zero Page. Like I said, they got 4.5 minutes of pre-roll left, but we can harass them while they. Nah, don't harass people. They're cool people. Don't harass them. They're Canadians. All right, so we're gonna set up to raid Zero Page Homebrew, and next week, no idea what it is, but it's probably gonna be back to the 486 because I think I have enough parts on that to start maybe doing something with it. So I appreciate y'all hanging out. Appreciate the subs, the chats, all the emotes, lots of good emotes tonight. And just generally putting up with shenanigans, especially my technical difficulties in the beginning. I think I'm just going to throw that audio interface out, so I will never have to deal with the robot voice ever again. And it means I'll have to buy something new, but whatever. We can deal with that. So let's head on over to Zero Page Homebrew. I will see you all next week.